And when you want to grow, especially if you're like more or less at the beginning, and that's leverage. So the one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about on this video today is the principle of leverage. So if nothing else matters, and if nothing else is understood and to be really important to be understood about how to scale any type of business basically, then it is the principle of leverage. If you don't have leverage, you're not going to be able to scale profitably your business, okay? And the bigger you leverage, the bigger is the opportunity to scale your business. It's basically that simple. And the reason why this is so important is because people can make a lot of money and still be super poor. Keeping all that aside, there's one KPI or one fact or one factor that basically puts all these KPIs into the shadow, and that's the leverage, okay? That's the way how you leverage anything you put in as an investment, how you leverage that in order to get 3 times, 5 times, 4 times, 10 times, 20 times, 100 times more back. In essence, in short, you can increase your prices, but you probably, very likely, and this is what we are seeing, you're going to lose some of the clients who are not willing or not able to pay these prices. So at the end of the day, you're going to be like having more or less the same revenue very often. But on the negative side, if you have too few clients, there's a saying, never put all your eggs in one basket. The fewer clients you have, the more dependent you are on these fewer clients, depending on the relationship you have with these clients. So be careful with that kind of strategy. You cannot just create a company like in any of the high cost countries and then basically sit there as the only employee, maybe like your partner, like 2 guys, and then you're gonna pull in contracts for 20, 30, 40, 200 guys. In reality, it's like if you don't have any substance, and if the proportion is like, okay, 2 guys in Germany, you and your partner maybe, and 200 guys, I'm exaggerating a little bit, 200 guys in India, then in essence, you're not really a German company anymore. But on the paper, you're a German company, but in the eyes of the client, you're not really a German company anymore. But if you do it too much to the extreme, and especially if you're at the beginning of scaling up your new business, I would say like to 90%, 99% of the cases, your German client will ask you, okay, you have all your people in India, let's say, so you only pay them like a third. So how can you translate this in your pricing structure? So previously in this video, we talked about what are the 2 most applied measurements of agencies, IT service providers, even freelancers, software developers, and so forth, in order to try and scale up their businesses and trying to leverage by either diminishing costs, usually by near and offshoring measurements when it is about project work where you sell basically the software development as a service, or by just trying to get into some sort of premium segment by increasing their prices, which is in this B2B arena sometimes very difficult. Basically what they're trying to do is basically just being a reseller of time of the workforce that they would be hiring today. So the only thing that we basically care about is like, how much do we put in? How much are we gonna get out? You know, it's like, that's media. Media is basically when I'm doing here the video and I'm uploading it to YouTube, I put in the work once. I might have 3, 4 years down the line, somebody watching the video. I have not done any more work, put not any more work in it than this one time. It's been watched maybe 1,000 times, maybe 100 times, maybe 100,000 times, maybe 1,000,000 times. Years. But it's not going to be the same pace of development because it's exponential. It's the same on the stock market. The human brain was not designed to think in exponential growth. People do not understand that when they just save like 100 euros every month and they do it like for 40, no, it's going to be times 4, times 8, times 16 of the development that happened in the past. Okay, 16, 32, 64, yeah? And it's gonna go like up the roof. And if you're not into it right now, every single day, 24/7, 346 days a year, I'm telling you, if you're not canceling now all your vacation time and everything, if you're not really on spot right in time, you're gonna be out of business in the next 5 to 10 years, whatever. But I'm telling you, the window, the time frame that you are able to do this is closing, and it's closing fast. Okay, because India is gonna be the next superpower.